Em uma semana cheia de eventos e anúncios, não podia faltar o evento de uma das principais desenvolvedoras de franquias consagradas e títulos muito aguardados. O Ubisoft Forward foi o evento que mostrou as novidades da desenvolvedora em forma de trailers de história, trailers de gameplay, lançamentos e conteúdos adicionais aos jogos já existentes. Então, antes de assistir a todas essas novidades, se inscreve aí no canal para ajudar a gente a chegar logo a esses 1000 inscritos, deixa o teu like e ativa as notificações de novos vídeos para não perder nada do que acontece aqui no canal. Então, bora lá!
In 9th century Baghdad, a young thief, Basim, is tossed to the ground and two masked figures draw swords over him. One swordsman rears back to strike, but Roshan, in an assassin hood, dispatches him and his comrade. Roshan helps young Basim to his feet and takes on another two attackers, stabbing one and kicking another before scaling a wall. Basim follows his rescuer to the edge of a rooftop.
What are you doing?
Don't think.
The master assassin Roshan spreads her arms and drops off the side. An attacker swings a blade at Basim, who recoils and plummets off the building, plunging into water far below.
Time to
A Ubisoft original.
put my medal on.
Flashes show a gruesome figure reaching out. Now, 5 people sit around a campfire.
Fulath, tell Basim the story of the feather.
Our tradition of the feather comes from Egypt. The feathers of the heron were dipped in the blood of the targets.
Sword fighters battle fiercely.
The feathers forge our paths, remind us of who we are, who we can be.
The Order of the Ancients appear in golden masks.
The Order has held dominion over men and their empires for centuries. Strike quickly and end this.
After receiving a feather, a man kills.
Swallow your questions, serve without complaint. Who is she to tell you when to strike?
Everything you do serves the hidden ones.
Someone's attacked from behind.
That is a strange kind of freedom.
Leaping from a tower, Basim soars down with arms spread.
Who's next to cut? I don't know.
You are not the first to walk the shadows broken. Pour your pain into the Brotherhood.
A silhouetted figure is seen parkouring from building to building.
We are messengers of justice,
A man extends a hidden blade.
and not the final judges.
Seen in slow motion, a figure sprints and slams an opponent down. Basim and Nihal ride a galloping horse, and a man raises his sword high.
He knows not what he is.
A ghoulish figure shrieks in Basim's face.
Have you not wondered at your nature?
When the lines are blurred and faded.
Text appears around more game footage. Discover the Deluxe Edition, a Ubisoft original.
There you are.
Don't let him escape!
Time to vanish.
Get back here, dog! You hear that, bloodbag?
Stand and fight, you worm!
You're dead! Getting away!
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I am glad you are safe.
Alhamdulillah.
A first of many achievements to come, Basim.
We should only hope. There's still much work to do. While our focus was on Al Ghul, Fulov quietly scouted the city for where we could erect more bureaus.
I have found dwellings in 3 districts that are most unassuming. Abid and Rebecca have arrived from Alamut and set off to Al Abbasiyah and Karh. I will make my way to Sharqiya shortly.
And I will join Rebecca in Karh, where corruption is as common as the arid air. See Abu Ja'far about some things he's been working on. Then come find us.
Have a look, Basim. I may have something that is of interest to you.
Resourceful as always. My thanks, Abu Ja'far. This is the place. What do you see, Enkidu? Let us reconsider the approach. Act as usual.
That guard who likes me said she and Ali's followers are trying to overthrow the prince.
What madness! They will surely fail.
Shit! What? She little bastards! What? Hey! Who die now? Hey!
The sky is safe, my friend. Survey the area, Enkidu. There is my target.
I heard his favorite was a spy. And that could be why we had a lockdown.
You learn your play! What I wish to know, and no more need die this day.
Thank you so much.
Efkosana viranil topeyahemitse. La RDA ha envenenado nuestro mundo.
¡Asegurad el perímetro! ¡Acabad con todas las amenazas!
Nos lo han arrebatado todo. También a mí. Me enseñaron sus costumbres, su tecnología, sus armas. Cosas que un Navi no debería saber. Hasta que un día se marcharon.
¡Atacan la puerta del infierno! ¡Evacuad! ¡Ahora! ¡Matad a todos los niños Navi!
Pero antes de eso, nuestra maestra nos salvó y nos sumió en un sueño.
Es vuestra oportunidad de sobrevivir.
Y así estuve durante 15 años. Hasta que un día desperté. Y era libre. Libre para explorar mi mundo. Libre para decidir quién quería ser. Libre para descubrir cuál era mi destino.
Ahora ya sabes lo que te quitaron. Tu verdadero hogar.
Pandora vuelve a estar en peligro.
No dejéis que los Navi se interpongan. ¡Eliminadlos!
Debo tomar una decisión. Y elijo defender mi hogar. Yo crecí entre dos mundos. Pero eso se acabó. Ahora soy Navi. ¡Sivako!
Os damos la bienvenida a Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, un juego de acción y aventura en primera persona que os invita a explorar el universo de Avatar en una experiencia inmersiva de mundo abierto. Soy Dite Dinfeld, directora del juego, y estoy muy emocionada por revelar lo que os aguarda en él. La historia del juego comienza cuando la RDA empieza a operar en la frontera occidental. John Mercer, uno de sus líderes, os secuestra junto con otros niños Navi para enseñaros las costumbres humanas con la esperanza de volveros en contra de vuestro propio pueblo. Pero su plan se interrumpe por la batalla de las montañas Aleluya y os someten a criogenización de emergencia. Cuando despertáis, 15 años después, sois extraños en vuestro propio mundo. Conscientes del peligro que supone la RDA, os proponéis acabar con ellos y buscaréis la ayuda de otros clanes Navi. Al principio, os percibirán como forasteros y tendréis que reconectar con vuestra herencia Navi para ganaros su confianza. Hallaréis vuestro propio camino que os llevará a descubrir qué significa ser Navi. Exploraréis nuevas regiones de Pandora, cada una con sus biomas exclusivos. El bosque de Kinglor es una selva exuberante, repleta de vida y vegetación frondosa, a la sombra de las imponentes montañas flotantes. Este es el hogar de los Aránage, Un clan de pacíficos tejedores que os guiarán en vuestras primeras cacerías y en vuestro primer vuelo. Los Aranaje os enseñarán a llegar a la colonia, donde formaréis un vínculo con vuestra propia Ikran. La Ikran será una fiel acompañante a la que podréis nombrar, alimentar y personalizar. Realizad acrobacias en pleno vuelo y sentid cómo fluye la adrenalina al lanzaros en picado y explorar el mundo abierto de Pandora desde el aire. Si viajáis al norte, llegaréis a las llanuras altas. Una inmensa pradera llena de contrastes y horizontes despejados hasta donde alcanza la vista. Aquí vive el clan de los Ceswa, un pueblo nómada en simbiosis con los gigantescos Zakrus. Ganaos su confianza y os enseñarán el arte de montar en Nefastéquido. Y más al oeste, el misterioso bosque nublado, donde envuelto en la niebla, nada es lo que parece. Aquí viven los Kametire, un clan de sanadores con sus oscuros motivos para permanecer ocultos. Las operaciones de la RDA amenazan Pandora. Construyen todo tipo de instalaciones para explotar recursos a cualquier precio, propagando una terrible contaminación. En el proceso, los animales sufren y son cazados. Tendréis que impedir que la RDA asole vuestro hogar y más tarde llevaréis la batalla hasta sus puertas. Como criatura Navi entre dos mundos, aprenderéis distintos estilos de combate. Vuestros instintos os permiten ver todo el campo de batalla, marcar a los enemigos e identificar puntos débiles. Las armas Navi son versátiles y precisas. Podéis usar el arco largo contra objetivos lejanos o la onda de fuste para tender trampas. Para tácticas más explosivas, sacad partido del entrenamiento humano con un rifle de asalto, una escopeta o id a lo grande con un lanzacohetes. A pie, usad vuestra tremenda fuerza para derribar unidades AMP. Por encima de las nubes, vuestro Ikran os ayudará en el combate contra la RDA. Destruir instalaciones de la RDA tendrá consecuencias tangibles en el mundo. Al eliminar la contaminación, Pandora se recupera. Podréis recoger materiales de la mejor calidad y fabricar armas y equipo aún mejores. Encontraréis ingredientes para cocinar y hacer la comida más nutritiva. A medida que vayáis descubriendo qué significa ser Navi, mejoraréis vuestras destrezas conectando con Eywa con las plantas Tarsiu y aprendiendo de los recuerdos de vuestros ancestros. Las mejoras de habilidades desarrollarán aspectos de vuestro personaje, como la agilidad natural con la que os movéis, el enfoque sigiloso de la caza o la lucha, o el manejo de armas y monturas. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora es un fascinante juego de acción y aventura que aprovecha toda la potencia de las consolas de nueva generación y los PC. Podréis jugar la campaña completa para un único jugador o con un amigo en el cooperativo en línea para 2 jugadores. Os invitamos a explorar este maravilloso mundo. Convertíos en Navi y eliminad a la RDA para proteger Pandora.
beam of light flows upward from a building's dome, then a logo appears, Ubisoft. A man pushes huge doors open and leads two others onto a battlefield littered with bodies.
When entering Mount Kaf, your mission is clear. Find Prince Hassan and bring him back to Persepolis.
A fourth figure, a brawny warrior, steps out behind them.
However, Mount Kaf becomes a prison full of hostile inhabitants.
One of the bodies rises up, a ribbon of black smoke circling it.
Now separated from your allies, you discover a grand citadel full of mysteries, where time flows differently.
What is this sorcery?
The past coexists with the future.
In a surreal landscape, the warrior bounds over floating debris.
In this cursed land, exploration is everything. This is a semi-open world that delivers new secrets as you find new powers.
The warrior speeds through challenging environments.
But to reach new areas, you have to master your skills and your sense of timing. A trademark of Prince of Persia.
A large insect-like creature appears.
During this epic journey, you won't be the only one trapped in Mount Kaf.
Goddess and blacksmith to the gods.
Some dwellers are willing to help you, while others are more reluctant.
Swinging his dual swords expertly, the warrior battles a giant horned beast, a humanoid with a blue mane, two hyena-shaped opponents, and a massive winged creature with a scorpion-like stinger.
However, Sargon is not a warrior like any other.
Sargon lashes out at another foe with his blades, then uses a bow to let loose arrows.
He is a wild beast, known for being elusive, ruthless, and extremely skillful on the battlefield.
Swinging his two swords, Sargon battles more adversaries, then light swirls around his blades and his eyes glow fiercely.
Fueled by anger, he constantly puts his life on the line to perform devastating attacks.
A stone giant punches Sargon, slamming him into a wall, then pierces his shoulder with a sword.
Time powers are back.
Time stops, then reverses.
But this time...
What the hell was that?
Not only in your hands.
A female warrior strikes a ready pose.
To face such a challenge, master a new side to these time powers and defy gravity.
Sargon battles a massive bird, dodges flames from a fire-breathing giant serpent, and evades blows from a blue monster as it swings a huge ball club weapon.
By combining all these skills together, you can express your creativity to solve Mount Kaf's mysteries.
Sargon deftly leaps from one platform to another.
And execute brutal combos in epic combat.
The warrior takes on a glowing, squid-shaped combatant in a ruined landscape, then battles two ghoulish figures who hover using large bird-like wings. Surrounded by tendrils of light, Sargon challenges one attacker after another. A title appears, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, a Ubisoft original.
And that's just a glimpse of what Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown is all about. On behalf of the team from Ubisoft Montpellier, we cannot wait for you to put your hands on the game. It releases on January 18, 2024, on all platforms.
naught but skull and bones, yo-ho, yo-ho. From outcast a kingpin was born upon the sea. There was meant to walk the land, a pirate's life for me. Avast you winding up the sails, don't speak to mutiny. Find yourself a wanton quarter, bottom of the sea. Among the shores of St. Anne to the eastern shores, I'll take my chances on the winds of loot and plunder scores. Our flag, it stands for us alone and no one else around. We owe our honor to the sea and not to any crown. Yo-ho, yo-ho, the seas forever roll. Yo-ho, yo-ho, the winds forever blow. Long after I met Davy Jones, still I'm not but skull and bones, yo-ho. Heave-ho, me hearties, bring her round. Heave-ho, me hearties, bring her round. A pirate's life for me I found. A pirate's life for me I found. Yo-ho, yo-ho, the seas forever roll. Yo-ho, yo-ho, the winds forever go. Long after I met Davy Jones, still I'm not my skull and bones, yo-ho. Yo-ho, yo-ho, the seas forever roll. Yo-ho, yo-ho, the winds forever go. Long after I met Davy Jones, still I'm not my skull and bones, yo-ho.
Points of light glow like stars in a black sky. The view draws back, revealing the lights glittering inside a piece of a broken crystal that glows blue as it sits on a table with a pike mask, a deck of sabacc cards, and data discs. A creature's little hand reaches up and swipes an oval object with a scaly black surface off the table. Carrying the object in its mouth, the creature, the size of a small dog with 3 tendrils on each side of its gecko-like face, brings it to a young woman kneeling to the side of a doorway.
Good boy.
She pockets the object.
I want that fighter stripped for parts by tomorrow.
The woman peers through the doorway.
All right, Nix. Let's go get paid.
She sneaks up on a guy just beyond the doorway and punches him out.
That worked.
She creeps behind stacked crates toward 2 figures on a walkway.
Because he knows how to handle the Empire.
We cannot trust those officers. They take our credits now, but what stops them from stabbing us in the back?
The young woman hides as one of the figures walks away.
Nix.
Various options toggle on screen. Attack, distract, and press, which gets selected.
Hit that button.
The creature, Nix, dashes to a control panel and jumps up to press a button. A pulley system starts to move, carrying a large crate across the walkway.
Nice one.
The young woman jumps on, and Nix leaps onto her back.
Hang on tight, little buddy.
She clings to the side of the crate as it carries her over the facility, full of starship parts. She drops onto the lowest level near a thruster and stays low as she moves among the spare parts. A Rhodian points a gun at her. A subtitle reads, "Hired gun, in Huttese. What are you doing?"
I was just...
Blast her! The young woman draws her own blaster, shooting down the Rhodian.
Okay, we'll figure this out.
The young woman runs up a ramp as explosions rock the lowest level. Red emergency lights flash on the next floor, where an enemy activates a shield.
Shield!
An option appears, blaster or focused, which selects. She fires, disabling the shield and knocking out the enemy. As blaster fire comes at her from multiple directions, she ducks behind a barrier before firing back.
Hey, Nick! Fetch!
She fires at something near a TIE fighter on a scaffolding platform, causing an explosion.
This is getting bad.
She shoots onto the lower level, where 2 enemies firing at her take cover. She takes out one enemy, then shoots at the other. An option appears. Pick up.
Let's try this out.
She opens fire with a blaster rifle, causing an explosion that sends people flying.
Dick Ferrick!
Stop her!
She tosses the spent rifle and runs for an open dock. Throwing a cable onto a mechanical arm, the young woman lowers herself out of the facility with Nix on her back.
I think that went pretty well, right?
Still under fire, she hops on a speeder bike and heads across rocky terrain until she outruns the attack. Racing over a plateau, she catches air, finding 2 pursuers up ahead.
These guys don't quit!
Maneuvering between them, the young woman pulls ahead on a dirt road.
Hang on!
On the back of her bike, Nix looks behind them. The pursuers overtake her, then the view slows as the young woman draws her blaster. She fires on one pursuer, then the second, causing him to crash into a rock formation.
That was close.
She hugs the dirt road's curves.
ND5, I got the package. Where are you?
Waiting for you at Jaunta's Hope. Were you seen?
I said I got it. What else matters?
Should I assume we won't be working for the Pikes anytime soon?
Well, they'll probably forgive me.
Comforting.
The young woman steers around a rider going in the opposite direction as she heads toward a town.
There's Jaunta's Hope. We made it, Nix.
She drives beneath an arched entrance with letters hanging from above. Parking her bike, she hops off and stares toward a circular building. Text appears. Jaunta's Hope, Toshara. She waits for a speeder to pass before crossing the road. Breaking into a jog, she goes by a Twi'lek woman leaning against a post. Weathered doors slide open for the young woman and Nix to enter a dimly lit cantina, where they approach a humanoid droid wearing a long coat at the bar.
Hey, Andy.
You're late, Kay. Doc is waiting.
What? Are you worried?
No.
Okay.
A bouncer stops them. A subtitle reads, "Bouncer" in Huttese, not the droid.
What?
Be careful. Donka's a broker, not a friend. She can't be trusted.
Who can out here? See you back at the ship.
Downstairs, Kay passes through a beaded curtain into a private area where a hologram shows a fight. Amon Calamari, wearing a popped collar and layers of necklaces, sits with an Imperial officer.
Round 2 and I still like my odds.
Her companion nods toward Kay as she approaches their table.
Kay Vess. Back already? I told you she's fresh, but she's good.
Who's this?
Just a friend. Join us.
Kay sets down the black object as she sits.
Job was more complicated than you said, Donka.
You lived.
Donka opens the object, revealing shifting mushroom-like plants growing inside. Nix leans in close.
Hey, these aren't toys.
Nix backs down, and Donka plucks one of the plants.
They're investments.
The officer holds out her gloved hand expectantly, and Donka gives her the plant, then pays Kay.
Wait. We haven't met. Don't really know many of you.
Stealing illegal contraband, running with syndicates. I could say you're a threat to the Empire. But I won't have to, if you're smart.
2 options appear: bribe or do not bribe. The latter is selected.
Thanks, but I'm smart enough to get myself out of trouble.
You pay the tax just like everyone else.
Kay draws her blaster.
Let's just relax.
The officer holds up a comlink.
You won't make it off to Shara alive.
Maybe.
Backing away from the table, Kay holsters her weapon and strides through the beaded curtain. As she arrives back upstairs, her image appears on screens throughout the establishment.
All troopers, we have reports of a fugitive in Jaunta's Hope. Move to apprehend.
Kay runs outside.
That Imperial announcement wouldn't be about you, would it?
Could be.
I told you not to trust her.
Not the first time we've outrun the Empire.
With Nix running at her side, Kay sprints up a ramp onto a landing pad. They hurry up a ship's open ramp, and once inside, make a beeline for the cockpit, where ND5 waits in the co-pilot's seat.
We need to leave.
Yeah, no kidding.
As Kay sits in the pilot's chair, options appear over the seat, controls, and navigation computer. The ship lifts off, coasting clear of the landing pad before accelerating in an upward trajectory into the cloudy blue sky. The ship passes into a cloud, the thrusters glowing through the surrounding haze as the craft ascends. The haze clears as they leave the atmosphere. They arrive near disabled ships and floating debris. Text reads, Toshara Orbit, Toshara System.
Are we good?
Nothing on the sensors, yet.
Suddenly, firing ships close in on them.
Anybody on the sensors now?
TIE fighters on us.
Near the wreckage of a ship, Kay fires back.
Got one!
I feel inclined to remind you that we should shake the Empire, quickly.
Thanks, I'm working on it.
Kay flies through a hole in a giant piece of the disabled ship, emerging in a thick debris field. Another ship fires on them. Kay accelerates between two halves of another large piece of wreckage for cover. As her ship coasts back into the open, an enemy vessel appears out of hyperspace.
ND, get us out of here.
Spooling hyperdrive.
Kay's ship barrel rolls to the side to avoid a blast.
Let's jump!
Stars stretch into streaks of light as the ship makes the jump to hyperspace. It emerges near an asteroid field above a gray planet. Akiva Orbit, Akiva System.
We made it.
Text appears. Quest completed. The Broker. Curving lines resembling parentheses framing the ship center on the planet. On board, Nix leans his front legs against Kay's seat and she invites him onto her lap. He hops up and she pets him.
Hey.
She pulls one of the plants out of her pocket and eyes its bulbous purple top.
Got your new toy.
Nix happily holds it between his teeth.
So, where do we go next?
Anywhere we want.
Nix jumps out of her lap and Kay pushes the ship's throttle forward. Nix leaps onto the back of the captain's seat as they weave through the asteroid field toward the planet. Seen from behind, Kay finds herself surrounded and puts up her hands, but draws her blaster as someone fires at her. She ducks into a doorway. Later, she sees people fleeing and steps out to find an AT-ST towering over her. Various views follow Kay through different environments, including a snowy street, an arid town, and an industrial facility with ND5. Now, Kay sneaks through a hangar swarming with stormtroopers. In a corridor, she shoots down a trooper, then bashes into a second. A TIE fighter chases Kay's ship out of an exploding hangar.
Star Wars Outlaws, coming 2024.
StarWarsOutlaws.com.
I've never been a quitter, just know how to deliver. Speed it up, only one winner. No time for new beginners. You only get what you get. I'ma run it up to the day that I did. And when I zoom past, eyes on me, I'll be going too fast. You only get what you get. I'ma run it up to the day that I did. Not slowing down. Pedal to the metal. 4 wheels, 2 seats on the pedal. Vroom vroom. 4 wheels, 2 seats, better be ready. Turn it up, only one winner. No time for new beginners. You only get what you give. I'ma run it up to the day that I did. To the summer, we don't stop, we just live. And when I zoom past, eyes on me, I'll be going too fast. You only get what you give. I'ma run it up to the day that I did. Jet black hair with blonde ambition. Couple cool kids on a late night mission. Kick it old school, this a new edition. Bankroll, Libro with no audition. Hurry up, babe, please get ready. Take too long and then I write
A fierce battle rages on dark city streets. An orange logo reads Ubisoft, then the image breaks apart. When society comes crumbling down, we are our only hope. A view soars down on a golden phoenix logo to find it's made of skyscrapers. Then a heartbeat line appears and transforms into a smartwatch. The timepiece is strapped to the wrist of a tech operator agent who grips his firearm, Honey Badger, as he runs through city streets. A Ubisoft original. He takes cover as a cleaner rusher charges, then leans out and blasts him. A cleaner tank appears with a flamethrower and the agent ducks from the billowing fire, then sends a striker drone into the air. The drone's turret aims and fires, taking out a hostile. The cleaner tank approaches where the agent was, only to find the man is now behind him, firing at his fuel canisters, which explode. A heartbeat line streams through the city streets, branching out toward various combatants. Trotting over to a dangling cable, the tech operator agent attaches a hand grip device to it while someone sneaks up behind him. A demolitionist agent drops the attacker, then the tech operator rides smoothly up the cable. The demolitionist agent exchanges fire with two freemen, one of whom wields a saw blade launcher. A comrade protects the female agent with a phalanx shield. One of the freemen drops, but the other advances with the launcher before being taken out by the tech operator agent from a rooftop. Now, a seeker mine rolls along the ground and explodes in front of some cleaners. The three agents, now sporting gas masks, creep forward through the dark streets with their weapons at the ready. One plants a device on a cable dangling from a helicopter, then they all hit the deck to avoid enemy fire. The agent with the phalanx shield flips it open and advances as the other two provide cover fire. Then he launches a shockwave spike which embeds in the ground.
Are you hyping for a miracle?
The golden phoenix logo appears, and then a title, Tom Clancy's The Division, Resurgence. Moments from the game show an agent tumbling acrobatically before shooting, a woman leveling her rifle, a fireball billowing, and combatants exchanging gunfire. Coming fall 2023. An agent aims a G28 and fires. Pre-register now to unlock unique rewards at launch. Below a figure holding a shiny golden firearm, text reads NYC Firefighter Set, full gold weapon skin.
Let's go, chat. Let's get it, baby.
Have some fun with it. Look what I'm doing right now. Oh,
another gun.
Oh my.
Another one.
This feels great. You're all. I got two.
Oh my.
Oh! The kill streak! I'm going crazy! I'm going X Games mode!
You knew it.
Yeah, that feels good. That feels good.
Oh my shield. What the?
You gotta be gentle with the kappa.
But yeah, this scope is so good.
Oh my god, brother.
See? Gentle.
Yeah, now I'm using flow right now.
That's a 5-piece.
Oh, dude, this game's fun, man. This game's great.
I'm missing critical damage. What about you?
I'm so excited about this game in general. I mean, I love like the pacing of the game, though. I think it all just works. You know what I'm saying?